Rodri winning the Ballon d'Or in 2024 is truly an achievement of his lifetime, and also represents a pinnacle for Manchester City, as this is the year that the club gets its first Ballon d'Or winner. This prestigious award is the result of years of commitment, team achievements and talent, more recently, all of which have helped to mould him into one of football's finest midfielders. Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante, commonly referred to as Rodri, was born on the 22nd of June 1996 in Madrid, Spain. Born into a footballing household, Rodri was initiated into the game at a tender age and powered by his father, who had been no more than a football club player. His initial exposure to the game laid the platform for what would be a bright career for the young man. Rodri was nurtured in local clubs until at the age of 13 he went to a new level and joined the youth team of Atletico Madrid. This is the place where he first trained to get into the professional footballer category. He received his initial guidance from experienced trainers who nurtured his institute as well as improved his technical and tactical aspects needed for the sport. The Academy of Atletico Madrid was also credited for his discipline and good temperament aspect in his gameplay, and being a great tactician. Rising through the ranks steadily, Rodri joined Atletico Madrid's first team in 2015, unburdened by great expectations, but demonstrating impressive aptitude for the multiple roles of the midfield enforcer, capable of both physical tackling and precise passing. Rodri's football journey took a new turn in 2019 when he transferred to Manchester City from Atletico Madrid at a record-breaking transfer fee for Manchester City. Upon signing with City under the directive of the then-manager Pep Guardiola, he fit well into one of Europe's elite teams and has emerged as a crucial member of City's midfield. Picking Rodri as Manchester City's youngest player has been proven worthy in the team's tremendous improvement in the last 2 years. He played prominently for City in the Premier League and contributed to helping the team win 4 successive league championships between 2020 and 2024. Rodri also remained relevant in Manchester City's 2023 season of the UEFA Champions League. As a playmaker, he made the final against Inter Milan, ensured City's dominance, and won the club's first ever Champions League trophy. His contributions also extended to domestic cup victories, where his performances in both the FA Cup and EFL Cup helped secure additional silverware for Manchester City, adding to the club's growing legacy. It is also important not to overlook what Rodri accomplished at Manchester City, but his impact was also highly valuable at the international level. He was a key player in Spain's national team and helped them win the Euros 2024. Rodri became an indispensable figure in Spain's midfield. He featured in almost all the games and both shielded the defense and offered creativity, which formed the base of the Spaniards' formation. By the time the tournament ended, he showcased outstanding performances in achieving the Player of the Tournament gong and was regarded as one of Europe's best midfielders. This achievement also revealed his proficiency together with being a key formation at the forefront of the field, making him very valuable to both his team and the nation. Going even further, it is worth mentioning that Rodri managed to achieve numerous remarkable successes, including becoming a major participant during an unprecedented unbeaten period that started in March 2023 and lasted through May 2024. During this period, the club and the Spanish national team did not lose a single game across 74 games, eliminating shootouts, which is indicative of the solidity that he offered both teams. This record-breaking streak was not only an indication of the technical ability of the agent, but also of his ability under different high-pressure conditions. It re-established him as a player who was good enough for domestic and global tournaments, something every team required. Winning the 2024 Ballon d'Or award for Rodri is a confirmation of many factors that have made him unique in the world of football. His physical strength markers in defensive work and forward positions have been consistently impressive. Rodri boasts match control more so from the midfield position, and having reviewed numerous Manchester City matches, the team has notably set the pace of nearly every match through Rodri. His ability to impact games through defensive stops or creating attacking moves proved City valuable for recent successes. Furthermore, performances in the major tournaments, especially the Euros 2024, were a critical juncture in his quest for this recognition. The process proved it is possible to win both the domestic and international championships in a single year, and these successes influence the voters to target unique accomplishments in the Ballon d'Or competition events as he did. Rodri's win also occurs at a time when there is transformation in other aspects of football. The exclusion of popular football superstars such as Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo from this year's Ballon d'Or nominees was also an interesting feature. Rodri took this opportunity with performances that clarified his quality and maturity on the field of play. His movement was well chosen indeed. He got an opportunity to perform outstandingly during the time when the possibility to apply for the next round and join such a famous show was given only to new participants. It is a great triumph that not only puts him a rank higher, but also points to a change of recognition among the football populace. Looking at the history of the Ballon d'Or awards, it can be noticed that most often it goes to the best attacker, the player who scores as many goals or makes as many assists as possible. Rodri's victory means that, at last, people start paying attention to defensive midfielders, who do not always score but are valuable members of the team. Defensive midfielders, like Rodri, play roles that require tactical discipline, positional awareness, and the ability to read the game effectively. This award goes well to show that there is a bit-by-bit changing perception of the game, with defensive efforts being accorded similar worth as that of an outright scoring sport. Rodri's abilities to protect the backline, interrupting the opposition's build-up play, and then swiftly transitioning up to support counter-attacks showed conclusively that a central midfielder could make as much of a difference as a leading goalscorer in defining the playoff encounters. Every football lover would appreciate the story of a young boy who grew up in Madrid and now is one of the best football players. It has been a journey filled with accomplishments as well as struggles. Nonetheless, his late performances of the previous 2 years have showed a developed player in every facet of the sport. This success in the Ballon d'Or is not only the success of the player, this is a triumph for Manchester City and for the country. Achievements depicted in this video assert him with a level of influence he has had in inspiring not only his teammates but also fans and all football lovers globally. As much as the story of Rodri is inspiring for all the young footballers who have dreams of making it big in their respective fields, the groundwork that was put in to achieve all this speaks a lot about discipline and focused hard work. Irrespective of the position one has on the field, it may not always get glamour like the goal scorers. This Ballon d'Or win makes a significant moment in Rodri's career. The Premier League, as the last winner of this achievement, was Cristiano Ronaldo in 2008. Manchester City, as he is the first player ever from the club to win the Ballon d'Or, and Spanish football, as Rodri is also the first player to achieve this since the national Spanish midfielder Luis Suarez won it in 1960. His award of the best player in the world is quite deserved because of the hard work he has invested in his football career and the valuable inputs he has brought onto the table of his teams. With further progression in his career, Rodri is set to expand his presence within football, placing him among the legends of the game.